Maybe this will help. Okay, is this a little bit better? Um, but the reason why I didn't sleep is because I was watching Code Geass. Okay, I was watching Code Geass, and I had watched Code Geass before, but I stopped watching it. Right, I stopped watching it because I don't know. I don't know, for one reason or another. I just like stopped watching it. And it is truly peak. And I think it was because, like, as you guys know, even when I see like any kind of like autonomous robot style situation, I get like annoyed with it and I just don't want to watch it. But I was wrong for that because Code Geass is straightforward peak. Okay. Code Geass is peak, honestly. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, how many episodes deep at this point? I'm like, hold on. No. That's wrong. Oh, there it is. Yeah, let's crank this up. Crank the heat up on this bad boy. Lazy went back to the Edgar. Okay, calm down, dude. I didn't do my hair today. Okay, wait. Hasanabi knows peak gay ass. I do. I do know peak gay ass. Wait, why is there no audio on this?
Life I was never able to fit into. All the time that was lost.
Bro.
Ever since that day, my heart simply couldn't accept it. This fake life I was never able to fit into. All the time that was lost. These false memories planted in me, giving me a life as one of the herd. And yet, the truth continues to guide me toward itself. That's right. It wasn't me who was wrong. It was the world. The world has to change, so I will change it. I am Zero,
Lelouch.
the one who will crush the world, and the one who will recreate the world anew.
Bro, I'll be honest with you. This is a total cooking, okay? A cooking, a chefing. Let me tell you something, okay? It turns out when you got Japanese nationalism as an emancipatory cause, okay, in a unique, ahistorical setting, those motherfuckers know what's up, okay? Obviously, Japanese nationalism in the form of imperialism, colonialism, fascism has been the only form of Japanese nationalism that we have seen throughout history. But the way that these dudes were able to make emancipatory nationalism work so goddamn good. It turns out that's all they needed. All they needed was a just cause. They were just gonna Japanese motherfuckers were gonna do nationalism no matter what, but this time at least it's like appropriate, you know? So it's not just weeb garbage. No. It's literally you're a terrorist. You're the head of a terrorist cell. Like that's the whole point of the anime is that Britannia, this colonial superpower, is basically dominating the entire world through military. The fourth person, you know what I mean? I'm watching all the families with their children walk in front of me. And then I'm like the only person without a child that was I was like the 8th person total that got on the flight. Okay. So I was very proud of myself. Yeah, no hotel chicken tendies, but I'll figure it out. You're just a baby. I'm just sometimes I'm a 34-year-old man. Other times I'm a baby. I'm a little baby. Okay. I'm a wee little baby. And I need guidance. I need guidance from everybody in the chat. So, 34 years old but can't make his own bed. I mean, the bed is actually not that bad. It just looks bad from this angle. But I was like laying in it in a little bit for a little bit. But wee, wah. I'm a little baby. So, what was I gonna say? All right, well, let's get started. First, we'll cover the government shutdown first and foremost, and then we'll get to as a foreign might, and you are a fucking terrorist. You are like half-blood nobility, and you are invested in liberating Japan after the British basically destroy it and dominate it and engage in this like uh, incredibly violent colonial occupation. All mecha anime is very, very political, but this one is like it's really cool. I mean, as long as you like, in my mind, I don't really like mechas, but in my mind, I saw it as like knights, you know, like paladin armor, like Warhammer 40K style, and that made me more comfortable with watching a mecha anime. Basically, the manga doesn't even have the mechas. Wait, really? Oh, that's probably even better then. In any case, bro, there's this one chatter who just keeps saying, "Show the Jacquemus Nike collab shoes." No, I won't do it. Anyway, watched a lot of Code Geass, okay, and it was gay as fuck, and I love it. It's not gay at all, actually, but you know, it's there's a lot of lesbian stuff in it though. There's not like any homosexuality, but definitely another apolitical anime, if you know what I'm saying. But it was incredible. Got off the flight, didn't really sleep too much. I'm running on fumes over here, but got to the hotel. It's one of those basic ass hotels, not great. I'll keep it a $150. I'm very very used to my comforts now. You know, highfalutin lifestyle because as long as there's internet, I'm happy with it, and it seems like everything is fine. You know, Allah korusun. Allah nazardan saklasın. But like, I've been spoiled for sure because I got here and I was like looking around. I'm like, damn, dude, this is like one step above like a Japanese salaryman hotel room. You know, any IRL today? Probably not. Probably no IRL today. Actually, for sure, there's no IRL today because I mean, there's so much news to cover. And read French anti-fascist, anti-imperial manga, Radiant. Okay, I'm not reading no French manga. Get out of here. Okay. There's obviously a lot of flotilla news that's happening because the flotilla is like super close to Gaza, the Gaza coastline now. So get ready for chat to be incredibly fucking annoying about it. I will be participating in a protest tomorrow. So I will be out and about tomorrow. I've been talking to Jean-Luc Mélenchon's team as well ahead of time to try to figure out if we can do another collab like we did last time. But I don't know if we'll be able to this time around. But I'll be hanging out with the France Unbow boys regardless. You look like the animated version of yourself from this camera angle. Yes, dude, because everything is rigged up. Okay, everything is put together with ticker tape as always, and for that reason, the camera is actually propped up to the back of the fucking laptop. Okay, the camera is propped up to the back of the laptop. The light back there is flickering because it's like a different hertz, and this camera is not used to it. And that is just what it is. Okay, calm down. There's gonna be some issues. Okay, there's gonna be some issues. March is here, yes, but he's sleeping. Having said that, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm spoiled. I'm a spoiled little brat. I went downstairs. I walked around a little bit, did a little bit of shopping, got the essentials: créatine, monohydrate et efforts intenses. Améliore les capacités physiques. Boom, boom. Okay, that's good. And are there any Asian bare feet floating baddies, bro? Everywhere. So basically, you sound muffled. Okay, well, it is what it is. Okay, hopefully you can make out what I'm saying. Yeah, there are hella Asian bare feet baddies out here that are just floating around. It's crazy. I'm like, why aren't you walking? And then they're like, no, this is just how we walk. Like we just float around. Yeah, their names are all Lune. Anyway, I ended the broadcast. I put my stuff together, and then I got to the airport. I got on my flight. I was so early. I was like first in line, straight up. Group 1. I'm like, in any case, got on the flight, flew out here, and boy, did I not sleep at all. And that's not because it's like business class and I don't really fit in the freaking beds, even though it was lie flat, because I'm, swagged out like that. That's right. Get your money up, not your funny up. I mean, it was a free flight, but whatever. The reason why, hold on, Mike is peaking. Hold on. And this is the Austin I broadcast coming to you live from relatively not so sunny, relatively decent temperatured, beautiful Paris, France. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and MBs, oui, salut. We are live, and we are alive. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and MBs, we're live. We're alive. It is actually 10:04 a.m. in Los Angeles, California. However, here it is 64 degrees in Paris. Oui, omelette du fromage. You already know what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and MBs, you already know what it's about. Bonjour. 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 Omelette du fromage time. We are live. We are alive. You already know what's up. You already know what it is. I'm Hassan Piker, and I am coming to you live. Salut. Bonjour. Coming to you live from beautiful Paris, France. It is 10:04 a.m. in Pacific time, Wednesday, October 1st, 2025, first day of October, and we are early. We're early. I'm very early, as a matter of fact, and there's a good reason for that, because there is a tremendous amount of news. There is a tremendous amount of news that I have to get to. Okay, omelette du fromage has been overused in the past and is grammatically incorrect. Please renew this joke. Pool like colonialism or not showering. Okay, calm down. It's spooky season technically, but the reality of the matter is, what's spookier than just like regular ass news? You know what I mean? What's spookier than that? Anyway, it's Spooktober. It just started. Are we cooked because of NSPM 7? Potentially. Oui, baguette. Oui, baguette. We might be. We might be cooked. I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to let it play out, as always. But before we get to all of that stuff, this is part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news, about what's going on in the world of Hassan Hassan Piker, in between the time period where I press the stop streaming button and press the start streaming button. So help me God, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm in the land of the free. the home of the brave. I'm in Europe, everybody. And I'll be honest with you, I never felt this way before. I never felt like when I was leaving the United States of America that I always felt as though I was leaving the land of the free and the home of the brave when I left the United States of America. Having said that, this is one of those moments where I do feel like I am actually coming to a more free society for the first time ever. You staying in France? No, I'm not. I'm not going to be staying in France, but Valorant VCT is also happening here. I ran away because the phase subathon is kicking off, and I just didn't want to be there for that. You know what I mean? I didn't want to be there for that. I was too scared. I was too worried. Them boys are gonna go crazy. They're gonna be taking over. They're gonna be taking over the goddamn website. You know what I mean? Yes, I know there was a South African ambassador who was found dead outside of the Paris hotel that he was staying in. I know. That freaked me out a little bit as well, okay? I know. I am aware. I'm aware that there's dudes out here that are getting... He fell out of his 20th story window just in video games. It turns out there's a whole nation state. Turns out there's a whole nation state dedicated to Expedition 33. It just looks like Lumiere. I walk around the city. And it just looks like Lumiere, you know? Did I imagine this? Am I in a canvas? Am I in a painting? You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. Have you seen many French baddies? No. But yeah, personal news wise, obviously it's Fashion Week in Paris right now. And the only reason why I realized that is because I was on the plane, and I see this lady that I've seen before. She's a model. I'm like, this is definitely. I think she was dating Kyle Kuzma, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Winnie Harlow. Anyway. I will, of course, stay vigilant. Anyway. Does everything look like Expedition 33? Yes. It's crazy. Bro, I didn't know France was real. I thought it was just like an Expedition 33 type situation. I thought that was just in video games. It turns out there's a whole nation state. Turns out there's a whole nation state dedicated to Expedition 33. It just looks like Lumiere. I walk around the city. And it just looks like Lumiere, you know? Did I imagine this? No. But yeah, personal news wise, obviously it's Fashion Week in Paris right now. And the only reason why I realized that is because I was on the plane, and I see this lady that I've seen before. She's a model. I'm like, this is definitely. I think she was dating Kyle Kuzma, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Winnie Harlow. And I was like, the fuck? That's crazy. Oh, that's right. It's Fashion Week. But yeah. So, was she dating Kuzma? Am I crazy? Yeah, she was on my flight. Winnie Harlow was on my flight. Anyway, personal news-wise, this is part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news about what's going on in the world of Hassan Hassanabi Piker in between the time period where I press the stop streaming button. In between the time period where I press the stop streaming button and press the start streaming button, so help me God, that's what I'm going to do. You already know what it is. You already know what's up. But basically, I got off the stream yesterday when there was like so much to cover, but I had to get to the airport early because I just keep missing my flights. This has become a legitimate issue, and my mom was like my mom was on my case. Like, she straight up was like, you have to leave at a reasonable time, otherwise you're gonna miss your flight again, and we can't be having that, all this stuff. It's become a bit of a legend here. Hold on, I gotta fix some lighting stuff here. Also, everything is jerry-rigged as always. You already know everything is jerry-rigged. Hold on, let me turn this on, maybe this will be helpful.